and Odettes, and it is Friday. Some news to start off with now. Final, if you are watching this, I'm sorry, I won't be able to make it on. I'm so sorry guys, I won't be able to make it on the Final Fantasy talk yet. And not again, I'm still not feeling too great at this precise moment, so I wouldn't be much good company. So I'll just save you all the burden of me. Hopefully, I will be on soon. Like, ever since it's been on, I've been dying to be on it. And trust me to get ill when I actually get invited on it. But yeah, the story is it's snowing here in Scotland of all places. And, you know, me and a couple of my friends, we had a little bit of a snowball fight. And I was reluctant to put my jacket on. I said, I'll be fine. Fuck it, I'm a Scotsman. I can brave it. But obviously I can't brave it. My arms are like red and I'm wearing a sort of warm towel type thing around me at the moment. But still, yeah. And if you're saying, oh, you look fine in the 1,000 subscribers video, that was because I'd filmed that like a week before, because I'd got a message and someone had suggested, that I should make a 1,000 views special because they really liked the show. So I made that and I just uploaded it the other day there. So yeah, that was good stuff. So that was a loud clap, wasn't it? Let's get on with today's FF news. Okay, clicking rather violently there. So today's FF news, mainly consists of Lightning Returns. Again, we're not getting that very far away from it. I've got some 13.2 stuff as well. Well, not really that much. I'm going to talk about what I think FF15 is going to be like. So, first of all, Kitase, which is he was a Final Fantasy XIII guy, Final Fantasy XIII-2 guy, sorry, admitted, I think it was a couple of days ago, I was going to put in the extras, but I decided not to. He admitted that the story DLC for Final Fantasy XIII-2 was not very good. Okay, like Snow's one, I explained in one of the other podcasts that I really hated that. Snow's one, I expected so much more from that. Oh, by the way, if you hear a noise in the background, it's a tumble dryer, just letting you know. And I just was so disappointed by how that was a Colosseum battle with a cutscene in it. 2 Colosseum battles, sorry, one of which took you forever to do. That's what it basically was. So that many news I thought I was going to include in today, because it's nice to know that the producers and directors of the game are starting to realise. I don't know who Kitase is involved with the game, but it's nice to know that they're actually admitting their mistakes now and they know where they went wrong. I mean, I liked Requiem of the Goddess. I liked this ending. It was quite sad, because Requiem of the Goddess's ending was technically the ending to the whole game, because it was Final Fantasy's 13-2's last battle. So, Heads or Tails added some more features, but I was annoyed because, in Serendipity, in the casino bit, I was annoyed that you couldn't pass the card game on to your original save with Sarah and Noel, because if when I want to play the cards, I have to leave my game and I don't get any gil. You could bet for gil, because I've downloaded the pack and I can only play it as Saz, and I only get fortune medals and the gil for him to use, but I kind of want the gil for them to use as well. If you know how we can do that, tell me now, immediately. I shouldn't have done that. Sorry. Anyway, Lightning Returns has a release month, not date yet, but yes, it's getting released in autumn, which for you Americans out there is the fall. It's got a Lightning Returns has got a fall 2013 release date. It's probably, well, I don't know if it's going to come out in 2014 for the UK, because 13.2 came out and I think it was December. Don't quote me on that. Came out December in Japan, and then in February over here in the UK and worldwide, but the trailer that I saw was a German trailer, and it said coming fall 2013, and the one that was in English was 2013 as well. So I hope we are getting it in 2013, because, well, I can't wait for it. The only Final Fantasy that I can wait for is A Realm Reborn, which I'm not looking forward to one bit. So, along with our release month, we also have a demo that has been announced. Yes, they said on this news article that the trailers are actually trailers of the demo. Like, most of the footage in the trailers are of the demo, because in the 13.2 demo, when it came out, I was like, whoa, fuck, give me that. We're crazy for that, man. I didn't even know. Didn't know until like a couple of hours until it was out. Like, no one even told me about it. Thank you, reluctant friends that don't play FF. I'm giving you the fingers right now. All you don't play. I've got 2 friends that play FF. What? 3 technically, but the number 3 has not a fucking clue what to do. He owns one on the Xbox 360 and is terrible at it. Absolutely terrible. But you know, that's just what goes around. And more Lightning Return stuff. Now, this is the big stuff that Square Enix promised for 3 games: Final Fantasy X HD, Versus, and Lightning Returns. Now, the new loads of new features have been announced over the past couple of weeks, days, months, years, maybe not years, but a lot of new features have been announced and spoken about, like Lumina, the Wear system, the amazing ATB, the fact that she eats food now. Lightning eats food instead of gets potions and all that, so crazy. Yeah, but the features are mostly, they keep stressing the fact that it is world driven. That they keep stressing. World driven. It's, I know it's world driven. That's why it's the free roam, bitches. I know these things. Talk about other things. Talk about the story, which, quite frankly, I am not interested in at all at the moment. I'm excited for it because of its gameplay. The story, it's not even, it's a spin-off. Lightning Returns is a spin-off. It's not, it doesn't, well, if it is a sequel, it will not feel like it. I can just say that right now. It'll be maybe good, it may be fantastic, maybe the best in the 13 saga, but I just do not feel that it is a sequel right now to me. I cannot feel the fact that it's a continuation of 13.2. I mean, seriously, I was so hoping that they would call it 13.3. Everyone else was going, what the fuck do you want it to be called out for? 13.3, it's so unoriginal. But 10.2 and 13.2 do sound like they're in the main canon. Like, even online, they're counted as part of the series. Like, it goes 10, 11, 10.2, and then 12, 13, 14, 13.2. Like, they do get counted in it. And Lightning Returns, it's Dirge of Cerberus, but for 13. That's what it's like. It's like the bits that Square Enix forgot to mention, but they just decided to turn it into Assassin's Creed. Now, don't hate me, that's what I feel like. You might feel as if it is a 13.3. I'm just going to call it that, 13.3. But, you know, and you heard about, I mentioned in my other podcast that there's going to be another 13 game. They haven't finished with that yet. And I looked up a bit more about this, and I forgot all about Haeresis XIII, so we'll look that up. Haeresis XIII. So, this was practically supposed to be a sort of cancelled Final Fantasy XIII game, and apparently it was supposed to be online. So, Haeresis, or Haeresis, however you want to pronounce it, means heresy in Latin, which is to do with religious controversy, something to do with religion. I know it means heresy, and I know what it's about, but and then some people said that it doesn't exist. Now, back years ago in 2016, back years ago in 2016, what am I talking about? 2006 was talked about. The games that 13 were talking about was Versus and 13. So, but along with them, another domain for Haeresis XIII, yes, Haeresis 13, was announced. And also along there's two mystery Final Fantasy XIII games. One of them I actually know what happened to, but which was called Final Fantasy Melody 13. It was a fake fan project thing that sort of got out of hand and they let people believe it was real. But Haeresis was like they said online that Hashimoto, pretty sure Fabula Nova Crystallis, revealed that it wasn't a project at all. Now you know what Square Enix is like. They probably maybe did actually make Haeresis and then said, well, this isn't going anywhere, and completely canned it, and they wanted to be the ones that were right. They wanted people to know that it wasn't real. But for as much as we know, it was supposed to be a MMO for some odd reason. Probably had nothing to do with lightning or anything, but I'm really interested in that because an MMO in the universe of 13 would be alright. Maybe, you know, strange. That's what it would be. It'd be very, 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 very strange. So that was basically all the 13.3 stuff that's been going on over the past couple of whiles. So another little thing, not really to do with Final Fantasy, but Square Enix have opened up, or are opening up, a student workshop type thing for students who are interested to go into game development, management, production, and design and all that. And remember that, I don't know how you pronounce it, is it Agnes or Angie's? I don't know. The Luminous engine that is the sort of, that's what it was about, sort of like a PR thing for this. There's a poster online, you can go check it out, for the Luminous engine production that they did to show it off. It was Angie's or Agnes's philosophy. One of the biggest things of E3 this year, last year, sorry, it was one of the best things, I have to admit, because that's what Versus is running on, so it looks pretty good, I must say. Pretty good. And yeah, so you can go check that out. I don't know if it's just like localized to Japan or something, or you can get it all around, but you know, it'll be quite interesting if you want to go into that kind of stuff. Even you could read up about it. Like, I enjoy reading up about, you know, all the Square Enix stuff, how they're made. I enjoy reading up about games and who came up with the idea with them, how it came around. You know, so if you're interested in that thing, it'll be quite cool. So you can go check that out. Things. So pretty much it. So now I'm going to talk about some stuff. Some stuff regarding the game that has sort of been put out of its phase for a while, which is Final Fantasy XV. Now, right now, everyone's been concerned about 13. That's all everyone's been concerned about. It's strange that, you know, the people have not really been concerned that much about 15, but people like say that 15 is going to be called the Final Fantasy, like it's going to be the Final Fantasy, they're going to get everyone back. But even that people weren't excited about 14 when they heard it was going to come out. But 15 is, no one's really mentioned 15. It's not something everyone's been complaining for. They've been complaining for another 13 and a remake of 7 and Versus. That's what they're complaining about. But remember last year that there was a fan video that was made at a student conference, and it was Final Fantasy, it was a bit tongue-tied. They said that Final Fantasy Versus had been renamed to Final Fantasy 15. Now, everyone was like, whoa, this is crazy, hang on, what's happening? But we later revealed that that was not true. Then the day after that, or shortly after that, it was announced that Versus was cancelled. Everyone was going absolutely haywire. And the day after that, Square Enix said, no, it's still very much in production, but it feels like it's been cancelled. I mean, I'm not one of those crazy FF fanboys, you know, that is just playing it for Versus. But I have to say something, right? I'm more excited for 15 than Versus, and we know nothing about 15. I'm just excited because it's been a while since there's actually been a proper Final Fantasy. I mean, 13-2 and Lightning Returns and 14, which failed, and the 14-2, which is called A Realm Reborn. It's been at least 3 years since a proper Final Fantasy came out, if you include 14. If not, 4 years since a proper Final Fantasy came out, like a one that starts off its own mini-series. I want more FF games. I want another one. I don't want a next-gen one. I want them to squeeze one more game in. Come on, Square Enix, you can do it. One more FF on this gen. I will love you for it. One FF15 on this. Come on, and make it good. Please, I really want them to get good reception for it. I mean, I'm not a particularly big fan of the company, but I'm a fan of their games, particularly Final Fantasy. So, that's what I think will happen with FF15. I think it will be different. Well, I hope it's different. And I really do think Square Enix will announce it soon. Because, in fact, actually, no, they won't. Because we've got another 13 coming in. And they've got Type 0 and Versus to worry about. And 13.4. That was a little bit of a mis-exaggeration there, but whatever. I think FF15 will be good. I want it to happen. I dropped my pen lid on the floor. I think it'll be more exciting than the current gen of Final Fantasies. They need to up their game. Don't go back to classic. Don't go back to anything. Stay where you are. Make it good graphics. Make it all CG rendered. Luminous engine. Multiple discs. Give me that nostalgia again of having to take a disc out and put it in. Go, oh, I finished a disc. Don't let me... have a good story, have something that can be enjoyed, have something that's not too complicated as 13, because seriously, no one really fully understands 13's story. If you do, post it in the comments. If you can do it in under 300 characters, I will give you £1,000 or dollars or whatever via email. So that's pretty much it from Final Fantasy Fridays today. Yet again, I'm sorry that I won't be making it on Final Fantasy Talk. I've been really unfortunate in this series of events which is happening. So don't forget to come back maybe Saturday or Sunday if there's any news I have to clear up. Thanks again for the 1,000 views if you saw that video. So that was pretty fun to do. So yeah, thanks for watching, and that's for watching. I have to say something else, but I forgot. Yeah, there's an article here on BBC, and it says computer games keep you mentally active. And it's about an old lady who plays games all the time. And it says, it's predicted by the end of this year, female gamers will outnumber men for the first time. However, computer games are also increasingly being seen as a way for older people to keep mentally active. So, I'm glad that there's, female gamers get a lot of abuse, which I don't think is very fair. I have friends who are girls and they play games. That's a bonus. It's cool to have girls that play games, but I don't think it's one of those things that should be like, oh, you're a girl that plays games, what's wrong with you? It should be everyone can play games. Because I think more girls already play games than men right now, to be honest with you. Because they're taking over, and which I'm actually glad for. It's becoming a shared thing, something we can have in common with them, not something that goes, games are for boys, girls like Barbies and knitting and all that, that was me being a girl who was being sexist to girls there, but, keep gaming, everyone. So from Mr. Metaphor, thanks for watching, spread the lure, subscribe, like, comment, do what your young people do. Thanks again for watching, and goodbye. Bye-bye.